And welcome back, everybody, to Bulk or Busted. I am joined today by a special friend of mine, JollySaintClick. What's going on, Jolly?
Hi, hello. I just took my glasses off.
Oh, lordy. Well, you might need to put them back on for the cards we're going to have you looking over today.
Okay, I like looking at cards. It's one of the three things that I'm good at. I'm good at looking at cards. I'm good at doing sick peel-outs in the parking lot. And I'm also really good about ordering food at a restaurant. They never get it wrong.
That's a pretty good skill to have. All right, so let's have you reveal the first card.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Top to bottom, top to bottom. Make sure I'm at the tippy top most. Here we go. Spoiler. Hey, I want this tattooed on my leg right now. This is incredible.
So the first card we have is Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. It's so sick. Holy shit. Am I allowed to say? Okay.
Yeah, go for it. I don't care. I don't get paid for these.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, hold on. Let me soak this all in. Like I said.
If you don't know JollySaintClick, they are a big provocateur of Christmas. So this might be... You might see a theme with today's cards. But today we have... But for right now we have Santa Claus. He is a light fiend, which may scare some people. Level 6. His attack is 1200. His defense is 2500. And you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in defense position by attributing a monster they control. And if it's summoned this way, once during the end phase of this turn, you can draw a card.
Okay, so my understanding, because it's been 8 million years since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And the way I used to play it was my friend would just dump all of his cards face down on the floor, and we'd each grab 40 of them and then shuffle a deck together and just kind of go.
What a fucking way to play.
It was a nightmare. Okay, special summon from your hand to your opponent. So you give them this card.
Yep.
By tributing one monster they control. Now, that's a phrase I don't know. Tributing one monster they control.
Yeah, you're basically sacrificing it.
Okay, you can sacrifice your opponent's things.
Yeah.
In this. Okay, so you get rid of any of their monsters to give them this.
Specifically one of their monsters, yeah.
One of their monsters, right. Any one. And then you get to draw a card. Okay. Do I feel like this is busted? I feel like this is the exact kind of thing I would want to play because it's Brute Hug adjacent. And you get to draw a card. Now, if you had multiple of these in your hand, could you do this like a bunch of times?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So you could wipe their board and then draw a bunch. Oh, real quick, I do want to know, how many copies of a card can you play in a Yu-Gi-Oh deck?
3.
3, and it's a 40-card deck, right?
Yeah. Well, 40 card minimum, 60 card maximum.
40 card minimum, 60 card maximum. I think it's cute. I don't... I mean, it is removal and card draw on a thing. I think that I'm going to say... I don't think that it is busted, but I do think it's better than people would expect, but still not great.
We need a clear answer. We need about nuance on this channel.
I know, bulk or busted. It hurts me because truly, like, legitimately, I might try to find someone who can put this on me in a permanent fashion, because this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to go bulk. I'm going bulk with it.
You should have gone with your gut. This is pretty good. So this is kind of a subset of creatures within Magic that are tentatively called kaijus. And what I mean by kaijus is that there was an archetype that was made called kaijus, and their whole thing was sacrificing your opponent's monsters to summon these on their field. You kept reading that draw a card at the end of the turn as you drawing the card. No. Your opponent is drawing the card because they control it. That part doesn't really matter.
okay.
The part is just clearing a
So
monster,
removable.
non-targeted removal of a monster. There are better.
Yeah.
There are better kaijus. Like cards that do stuff like this, things like Lava Golem, things like Gameciel, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. This one doesn't really get played as much because it does draw up, like it does draw them a card. But even then, this still did see a decent amount of play, like on and off. So you're currently 0 for 1. You should have trusted your gut.
I should have. Here's the issue: is that I wanted it to be so good because of what it looks like and everything about the image that I'm seeing that I was like, no, I think my biases are. But if all of these are gonna dig into my biases, I don't know. This is gonna be tough.
Well,
Dang it.
we'll go on to the next one.
Okay.
So the next card is Snowman Eater. He is a level 3 water type monster with 0 attack, 900 defense. If this card is flipped face up, target one face up monster in the field, destroy that target.
Okay. If this card is flipped face up, when can you flip a monster face up?
So you have a normal summon, which is you get one of those per turn. You can either summon a monster in face up attack mode, or you can set it face down in defense.
How do you flip?
It's just the after the first turn you set it, you can flip it face up.
Okay, like back on your next turn?
If someone attacks it, it flips it face up.
Okay. All right, so here's my thing here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, because I'm soaking in a couple details here. 1996. This is an older card. Right. So
no.
I'm thinking,
No. That's the copyright date. That is not when the card was printed.
Oh, does it say when it was printed?
No.
Oh, dang it. Because I was going to say, if this was like an early card, I could feel like this was really good at the time.
This was made around the mid 2000s.
No, like, okay, so if a thing attacks you and you block and then you flip up and you destroy that thing that attacks, does that thing not deal any damage anymore?
So the damage does get dealt, but the effect would still trigger.
Interesting. Okay, so that works different than it does in Magic.
Also, the thing is that you don't block. You have to attack creatures first before you attack the player.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. The brain is. I mean, this looks like you just destroy something, right? And the last one was good that did that, and it even let people draw a card, but it did it in a way that was stronger. Oh, this is hard, Shuck. And I also know. Would you see? Now I'm trying to play the player too. Would you put two busteds back to back? So I'm also doing that. I feel like this is good, right? Because the resources in Yu-Gi-Oh, like, how many face-down creatures can you play? Like, how does that work?
You have 5 monster zones to work with.
5 monster zones. So if you had 3 of these, you could just put all of them face down?
Well, you'd have to do it over the course of 3 turns, but yeah.
Over the course of 3 turns. So it's 1 monster per turn?
Yeah, you get 1 normal summon per turn, which means you get set 1 monster face down per turn.
Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna go with busted.
You are correct.
Yes.
So this was played a lot during the early days of one of Yu-Gi-Oh's alt formats, I believe Edison, where it was just good resource. It was like a good body because you just set a 1900. Most things in that format that weren't synchro monsters for the most part couldn't beat over it, so you were able to maintain a creature on board and pop another one. So it was just good at its job. It's very similar to a card called Maneater Bug, which does the same thing, but it has terrible stats. It's like 450, 600.
Yeah, see, that was a thing, but I didn't know if you would give me the information of, like, what because I don't have a frame of reference for how
Yeah.
much 1900 defense is. So I was like, this feels good, but I've seen some huge numbers before.
Think like 1500 to 2000 range, like maybe a 3-4 for Magic, if I had to do an estimate.
All right, yeah, that tends to be pretty good.
On our next card.
All right, I'm excited.
You're...
I know I'm gonna giggle every time I open these. I giggle.
Yeah.
This is gift exchange.
This is gift exchange. It is a spell card.
Seems so mad.
This is a spell card. Think of it like a sorcery. Both players banish a card from their decks face down, and if they do during the end phase of this turn, both players add to their hands the card their opponent banished by this effect. So you're swapping cards from your deck to each other.
Oh. Here's okay, so I tried to build a deck doing a similar thing recently in Magic. Because there's a spree spell that's allowed in Standard right now that essentially lets you either swap a land, artifact, or enchantment, I think, or a creature, and it's very bad because it relies on your opponents playing good creatures, but if you're against like a control deck, it does nothing.
Yeah.
And it also kind of relies on you playing stuff that is bad. So if you don't have the gift exchange cards, you're drawing bad cards and playing bad cards. And so, unless there's like some kind of opponent top deck manipulation, like maybe like a Jace style effect that I'm not familiar with, like Jace the Mind Sculptor style stuff, where you can manipulate or put stuff back on top. But you also need to be doing it to yours to make sure you're not giving them any good stuff you might have. I think just because of frame of reference that I tried to do this recently and it sucked. I'm going to say that this is a bulk. This is a bulk card.
You are correct. This card is hot ass.
Okay.
This is a gimmick.
Okay.
This is just a gimmick card. So, and I like how you pointed out the sad little ogre on it. He has a set of cards. I think it's like 4 or 5 different cards that tell the story of the Goblin Kid and his shirt. And it literally ends with him opening a toy store and he's wearing the shirt.
Oh, that's cute. Has anybody built a deck with all of those?
No, none of them work with each other at all. They just Yu-Gi-Oh likes to tell a story with like its bulk cards, just over the course of cards, because for the most part we don't have like English novelization. Japan has all the novelization for the story. We don't get that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Does he have a name? Does he have like a name within the Yu-Gi-Oh community?
No, he's just called Goblin Kid.
Goblin Kid.
Yeah.
I like him so much. Everybody else is so happy about their presents. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was so distracted by him looking so sad that I didn't realize how thrilled everybody else in the background was.
Yeah. Alrighty, on to card number 4.
All right. Oh, Tannenbaum.
I like how you got it immediately.
I didn't even read it right. Okay.
Well, you got the reference. Yeah, this is O Token Bomb. It is a trap card.
It's so stupid. I didn't know that Yu-Gi-Oh had jokes.
You guys got plenty of
I've
jokes.
been playing the wrong game this whole time.
Correct. Anyway, tribute 2 or more tokens with the same level, then target monsters in your graveyard with that same level up to the number of tokens tributed. Special summon them, but their effects are negated, and destroy them during the end phase. So, trap cards are... What's a good way to describe trap cards? They're kind of like morphs, in a way. You have your spell and trap zone, you set them face down in that zone, and you can activate them any turn following the turn that you set them. The only analogy I can think for Magic is morphs, where you just set them face down, and you can flip and you can pay the morph cost.
So tribute 2 or more tokens. Okay, now, because I don't have a frame of reference for tokens, right? I know tokens in Magic, but in my many years of offhandedly seeing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I've not seen many token makers. Is that an easy thing to do in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I'd say it's about at a medium. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't make tokens in the same vein that Magic does, but Yu-Gi-Oh does have its fair amount of token makers.
Now, tokens, do they do they take up like spots in like the monster zone? Okay.
Yes, they do.
And tokens can have star levels.
Mm-hmm.
And then target monsters in your graveyard up to the same level up to the number of tokens tributed. Okay, so if you have like 5 monsters in your graveyard that are all level 4, and you sacrifice 4 level 4 tokens, you get all of them back, but they don't do their like enters abilities or any of their triggers or anything like that?
Yeah.
So it's just raw numbers.
Yep.
You can't attack on the same turn that you play a monster, can you?
After the first turn of the duel.
But you destroy these at the end phase.
Yeah, the only time...
After the first turn of the duel. So if you summon them on like your 3rd turn, you can attack with them that turn?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Oh man, see, without knowing what the token makers are, because that's really the thing that decides if this is good or not. Like, how easy is it to make enough tokens of a good enough level where you're having just raw stat line to like make this worth it? I think my gut is telling me, with the limited knowledge I have on the token stuff, and like I never see token makers like represented on like the tins at the stores or whatever, I'm gonna say that this is a bulk card.
You are correct. This is hot ass.
Ah! Woo!
Yeah, no. So there are a good amount of archetypes that center around making tokens, but you wouldn't want to be using your tokens for something like this. Like, it's also hard to just get tokens with, because for tokens, the levels are arbitrary for the most part, because you can't use them for like exceeds material and stuff like that. It's hard to use tokens outside of what they were like made to do from, for the most part.
Gotcha.
At least nowadays.
So that was like a one-off kind of gimmick card to show what tokens. Maybe this came out at the same time tokens were like rolling around to show like what they could be used for.
So,
like maybe.
So I don't know why this is the case, but you notice that it's like the goblin creatures again. I don't know why, but Konami has like a weird thing with the these goblin creatures. These aren't creatures on cards, mind you. These are only like on like spell and trap cards. They have a fascination with tokens. I don't know why. It's such a weird like little like through line.
I mean, I'll say that like I feel like Magic and Goblins tend to skew towards token strategies as well. So maybe like every card game you could ever get into, like I don't know if Flesh and Blood has goblins, but if it did, they would also somehow be a token strategy. It's just their destiny, no matter what the format is or the game.
Possibly. All right, and now after all that celebration, what does people normally do afterwards? If you will reveal the 5th card.
Argue with their family.
No, that's Thanksgiving.
Oh, what is this?
Okay, I might have to read this one out for you because I just realized that the text on this one is a little. So this is number 41, Baguska the Terribly Tired Tapir. He is a rank 4 Xyz monster. That I will read the effect out loud to you because I'm just realizing this render is bad. Once per turn during your standby phase, you detach 1 material from this card. If you cannot, destroy it. This attack position card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and your opponent cannot target this attack position monster with card effects. While this card is in face-up defense position, change all face-up monsters on the field to defense position, and negate the activated effects of monsters that went into defense position when this effect was activated. It is a 2100 attack, 2000 defense.
So 2 level 4 monsters. What does that mean? That thing at
So-
the top that says 2 level 4 monsters.
So that is its summoning conditions. The way Exceeds monsters work is you take 2 monsters that have matching levels, and you literally stack them on top of each other, and then put this on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you detach a material, is that one of the cards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like for a total of 3 turns you get to have this. This seems like a stacks piece.
It kind of is.
It seems like a shrouded hex-proof stacks piece
A little bit.
that kind of
Little
like shuts off your opponent's stuff and also seems kind of unkillable.
I mean, it's not the worst, but I mean, depends on what you're playing.
Okay, the attack position. This attack position card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card's effects. Your opponents cannot target the attack position card with card effects. While this card is in face-up defense position, you change all face-up monsters on the field to defense position. Okay, so wait, so if this goes into defense,
Everything goes into defense, and their effects are negated.
like even your opponent's stuff.
Yes.
So how do you switch a thing into defense position? Is this thing
So-
you have to do when it's being attacked or what?
So how that works is, during your turn, you can change the position of your monsters at least once each turn. So most people, when they play this, they'll play it in a specific position that they need it to be in. But at the turn after that, you can switch it once, and then switch it back the following turn, and so on and so forth.
And if a card is in defense position, what does that mean?
Effectively means that you do not take battle damage with a battle involving this card.
So, okay. Oh man, there's so much going on with this card.
Yeah.
It seems annoying. I can figure that much out. But where I'm coming from is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, does this card being annoying, is it worth losing those 2 monsters for a little bit? Like, what happens if this is destroyed? Do you get those monsters back, or do they also just go to the yard?
They all just go to the yard.
They all just go to the yard. If I know anything about Magic, this feels like you're making a stack. So this seems like kind of worse mutate, because you're using 2 resources that are the other monsters, but you're not even getting the benefit of the other monsters to do this one thing, and if this one thing gets dealt with, it all goes away, and you lose all of it. I mean, but like, it can't be dealt with. It seems so hard to deal with. And I feel like, what'd you say? You said 1900 was like, 19 to 22 was like a 3-4 range. So this is like a 3-4 attacker.
Yeah.
That can't be destroyed. In Magic, that's good. In Magic, like an indestructible attacker would be good. Oh, but... Oh, man. There's so much happening. I'm going to say that this looks like, to me, my heart tells me that an indestructible attacker that doubles as like a potential stacks piece is typically good. It's typically good. I'm going to say that this is busted.
You are correct. This card is actually, in some formats, banned because of how oppressive.
Really?
I think it's banned in Master Duel currently, which is like which is our version of Arena. But yeah, no, this card is annoying because 9 times out of 10, this will be summoned in defense position to turn off your opponent's stuff.
Just forever? Like, do people ever use it for the attack position? Or is it just you use this to hose everything else?
You just use it to hose everything else. Because while it can't be destroyed by card effects, it can still be destroyed by battle. You can just
okay.
you can just run over this thing.
Gotcha. So what in the decks that use this? What's like the win condition?
It really depends. This thing can be thrown into anything.
Oh god, it was one of those. It was just like if the strategy needs like some stall time, like you just run this, no matter what. Oh god. So is this like the Teferi of the time?
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, it's still legal in like the TCG, which is just like in paper events. But yeah, no, this thing was just an annoying little piece. Also, this is, would you believe me if I told you that the version that you're looking at is the censored version of this card?
Excuse me?
Yeah, no,
what does that mean?
So this has two artworks. The one you're seeing here is the one that the TCG got, and then the OCG, he's not tired, he's not laying around because he's sleepy, he's laying around because he's pissed drunk.
Wait, what is this card called again?
Baguska the you gotta look up Baguska the terribly tired to appear OCG art. You will see him hugging a bottle.
Let me see, where's he at?
I'll put it up for all the viewers.
He's having a great time. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot. Okay, that's like a can of Guinness. Looks like some Modelo.
He is pounding them back.
Some sake. Wow, man, jealous. And they just gave him, I figured they would at least give him like some food or something. They just gave him a couple pillows. All right.
But after all of the holiday celebrations are done, after everyone's gone home, would you reveal the sixth card?
We got here a gift card.
Time to go shopping.
Your opponent gains 3,000 life points. This... Okay. You know what? Like, this one feels obvious. But I do love this. I'll tell you what, though. Yu-Gi-Oh's been around for a while, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there... maybe... Right, because in Magic, there's like two cards. There's a card called Tainted Remedy.
Mm-hmm.
That says whenever an opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's an effect they've printed, I think, 3 times. Reign of Gore also had it, but it's worded slightly differently.
Yeah.
And depending on how easy it is to put out one of those effects, if you just load up a whole bunch of these, like, I could see there maybe being a fringe deck that did this, but that's only under the context that Yu-Gi-Oh has a card that punishes your opponent for gaining life. I think that on this one, I'm going to go with what my heart wants. And what my heart wants is for somehow, in some world, for this to be busted. And so I'm going to say that this is a busted card in some very, very specific horseshit.
I'll give it to you because you gave the caveat of specific horseshit. Yeah, this is played in one specific deck that did its job very well. We call it Nurse Burn because we have, I think, one card that does that, and it's Nurse Reticule or Dark Lord Reticule now. That does just that. It makes your opponent lose life whenever they gain life.
Yes! Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Oh, that's great. What's the other thing here?
I think we only just have like one card for that, unless there's another one that got printed that I'm blanking on. But yeah, no. Yeah, gift card will just... I have played games of Nurse Burn where I opened Nurse plus 3 gift card, and I just ended my opponent on their standby phase.
Okay, so how much life do you have in Yu-Gi-Oh?
8,000.
You have 8,000?
Mm-hmm.
How many trap cards can you play in a turn? You could play all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this is like a turn 1 win?
In Magical Christmas Land, yes.
Well, hey, baby, that's where I am. That's my shit. Oh, I'm so happy about Nurse Burn.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that this only works in like older formats now. Yeah.
People have tried to make it work nowadays because there have been new burn cards and stuff like that and other stuff, but for the most part, it exists in older formats.
I would love to look at this nurse burn list. I have to know, like, because what do you do when you don't have these cards? What is the deck trying to do in between these?
I think they splash in between like actual burn cards to deal damage.
Oh, like bolts and whatever, and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I believe so. It's been a minute since I've looked at an actual nurse burn list.
Are there any like life gain decks in Yu-Gi-Oh that are like meta, like that this just like also counters just by existing?
So there were a couple. I think actually it might only have been one. There's an archetype called the Arrow Mages that are built around gaining life points and how high your life point total is compared to your opponent. They had a little bit of meta relevancy, but not too much.
Okay, so people aren't typically doing life gain. So like
No.
you like Nurse Burn
If
wasn't
anything,
to counter to something. Somebody saw a gift card and said, "I want to gift people to death."
if anything, there are more decks that are meta relevant that have you like going down to as little as possible.
Okay.
Things like Dynamorphia, Gold Pride, Punk. What is it? There's one deck where it is just about cutting your life points in half to activate basic effects. I have gotten down to two life points in a game, and still won.
I want to look at Dynamorphia. Hold up.
It is basically Power Rangers Dino Thunder as cards.
I'm seeing this. This is incredible. What is this? Oh, there's a couple of Dynamorphia.
Yeah, there's like 5 monsters.
Okay.
Yeah, their deck is specifically built around like trap cards and stuff. It's a fun deck. It's one of the few that I play in paper. But yeah, no. Let's see. What was your score? So you got gift card right. You got Baguska right.
I think I only missed Santa Claus, which bums me out.
You got Token Bomb right. The trap card.
Yeah, I got Token Bomb.
Gift Exchange. I think you got. Did you get Gift Exchange? Yeah, you got Gift Exchange. You said the deck you were building around it was also trash.
Yeah, like I had relevant knowledge that this archetype.
Yeah, no, I think you only got Santa Claus wrong.
I know, damn it, I was so close, and that's the one that I want to get tattooed on my face. It's so gorgeous. Good God, the colors on this are so. Oh, that's a beautiful. Who did this?
It is very hard to find Yu-Gi-Oh artists.
Oh, I see that. Studio Dice.
That's just relevant information. So, Konami is very, very strict on its like art and stuff like that, to the point that its artists like aren't able to promote themselves with Yu-Gi-Oh art. So it has been a community-led effort to track down artists. A lot have been found, but there's no like database for that, which sucks.
That sucks. I wonder what's the purpose of that. Like, what
guess
do they gain from not?
I guess intellectual property protection is my guess.
Oh, okay. Well, dang, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh does employ like a lot of artists around the world. It's not just Japanese artists. Because there are people who will say that, yeah, no, I worked with Konami on this card. They just can't promote it on things like their art stations, DeviantArt, Pixiv, stuff like that. It's like written in their contract. Which sucks, but I mean, like, at this point, I'm not surprised with Konami.
I just feel like, why not just have something in the contract that, like, if you're going to ever, like, show the art for this card, you specifically have to state that it is for Yu-Gi-Oh! And you did it for Yu-Gi-Oh! So that you're always getting, like, that plug. That seems like a missed opportunity.
I don't know. Japanese traditionalism. I'm not going to touch that.
You know what? Me neither.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you went 5 for 6, which is pretty good. 5 for
6, baby.
Which is pretty good.
Well, we lucked out in that I happened to have built a Tainted Remedy deck. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here that like
You just had relevant information for.
that's relevant information. My brain could connect the wires and not cut the one that makes the whole building explode.
Ah, Jesus. Oh lordy.
That's what it's all about. Protect everybody
But-
with my good brain.
But yeah, no. Where can everybody find you?
Oh dang. Here, hold on. I actually have it. I have it written down
Oh.
right here.
Jesus.
https://
Motherfucker.
linktr.ee/JollySaintClick. That's my link tree.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it's gonna take you to everything you could want. So just don't write that down anywhere for people to click on. Make them have to listen to it.
My lord.
Go back, listen. You'll figure it out. And that's where I do Commander stuff. I do TikTok stuff. And I've been doing YouTube stuff. And I also do Christmas things in every one of those.
Really? You
things
do
that I
Christmas? You do Christmas stuff? I wouldn't have guessed.
I'm a Christmas baby. I'm a Christmas child.
But yeah, no. Join us next time on Bulk or Busted with... I don't quite know yet. I'll figure that out when I get to it. Any parting words, Mr. Click?
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.